It took me 6 months of knowing that I wanted to be a coach to get my first sale in business. And mainly that was because I didn't have focus, I didn't have clarity. But I kind of just want to walk you through my journey and tell you how I got where I am right now. Which isn't, very far, but I mean, I'm proud of where I'm at right now. Got my first 2 clients, I'm already seeing results with them. I'm already changing their lives, I'm already seeing it. I'm already harboring a community where we can bring value to each other. We can come and open up and be vulnerable to each other, and we can kind of just let ourselves flow and let ourselves be authentic. So if you want to check that out, top link in the description. But I'm here to tell you about my journey, and I'm going to give you a few lessons at the end to tell you, hopefully, how you can make your first. Shit, sorry about that. At the end, I'm going to give you some lessons that I've learned, so hopefully you can also apply them to your life and make your first sale if you want to be a coach as well. So back in December, I recently joined a program called Adonis School, which was also a school community here on school, and it was by a YouTuber named Hamza Ahmed. It was his school, and he was basically teaching us how to be YouTubers, entrepreneurs. He also had like a fitness course in there. He had like relationship courses in there. It was kind of just overall how to be like a better man, and Adonis School taught me a lot. And back in December, he'd like literally dropped like the course. He was dropping a course every month. The course he had dropped that month, how to be a coach. I was like, whoa, let's go. The universe is aligning with me, right? So I went all in on that, basically studied that course over and over and over and over again. I've probably watched that thing like 6 times, 7 times. I'm not in Adonis School anymore. I left back in March. I can't afford it anymore, and I'm also kind of just been misaligned with it. Although now Hamza's back all in on business. Now he's going all in on like teaching people about business. Honestly, I probably could get behind Adonis School now, but like I said, still can't afford it yet. But anyways, back then I had dabbled, and I knew I wanted to make a school community because I wanted my own school. Like, I fell in love with the platform. I fell in love with the community post, like the forum post where you can come and you can chat with each other. I fell in love with the live calls that Hamza was hosting, and that like the purpose coach Leon in there was posting. Hamza's brother Danish, he was doing like masculinity calls, like physical, mental health, mental strength, like relationship advice. Like he's been married for 4 years, I believe. So it was just overall just like how to improve yourself as a man. It was just really cool to have that community, have that brotherhood, and it was awesome. But like I said, I started to not resonate completely with Adonis School. It started to shift vision. And I also realized that I was just, although I resonated maybe 70, 80% with Hamza's vision, that last 20, 30% misaligned. And that was a big percentage for me. And I was like, I don't think this is the place I want to be for real. I think I want to have my own place where I am 100% in my vision, right? So I dabbled in trying to make my own places. Back then in December, I was posting YouTube videos every day for about 27, 28 days. So it was almost all of December. But I kind of got to the point where I felt a little burnt out. I also didn't really feel like I was making the kind of content I wanted. But although I was kind of like, back then I was also making talking head videos, it was because I was too like head first into like self-improvement. Honestly, self-improvement is honestly like a trap. It's like good to improve yourself, and of course like you want to see like forever learning and like being on this journey of improvement forever as like your path. But like, I heard this guy, his name is Zane, he's an entrepreneur. He used to be in Adonis School. It was kind of like super controversial. He actually got kicked out because a lot of his clients that made him the money that he made were like from Adonis School, so he got kicked out of it, and then he just made a bunch of money anyway. Zane's made a bunch of money anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But he said self-improvement is a market, and I was like, oh fuck, that's so right, man. I'm not gonna lie, that was low-key. Like, I think 2 weeks after that conversation I had, like that was a group call, I literally I wasn't in Adonis School anymore. But thing is, like back in December, I wasn't I wasn't really aligned with what I'm aligned with now. Back then, and you know what's interesting? I didn't really know what I wanted to be a coach in, but that's actually not true. I knew, I just didn't believe in myself. Because my first thought was, ooh, I want to coach people on like purpose. I feel like I've kind of gotten to this point where I know a decent amount about where I've been at and who I am, but I felt like I couldn't teach people about purpose. I was like, who am I? Like, who is this kid? I felt like a fraud. And that holds us back a lot. That fear of feeling like, who am I to like teach people or try to guide people? But the thing is, now I don't really see myself like that anymore. Like, I do see myself as a guide and a teacher, honestly. But I also see myself as just someone who is like learning and just sending the messages. Like, I'm just taking these messages that Source is sending me and I'm just putting them into the world, right? I'm just allowing Source to do its work through me. I'm allowing God to use my hands as his own, use my voice as his own. That's genuinely just how I see myself and how I see my YouTube and how I see my coaching and my work now. And that allows me to like just move freely. And I think back then I wasn't tapped into my spirituality. And I think that's what it is. Like, I've noticed a month or two ago that my relationship with God, my oneness with my divinity wasn't as close as I wanted it to be. And that was big for me. And as I've like gone head first into my spirituality, I said that I was on the phone with a friend earlier who I was on, whose ass I was on for not making content, even though she's thought about it. I've gotten realigned with that, and now I feel just so clear on what I need to do. I feel so aligned with my mission. I actually have like a clarified like mission statement, like vision. I want to help spiritual creators and purposeful entrepreneurs striving for self-actualization so we can grow the collective consciousness. I want to help guide you. I just want to help pass down my stories and lessons as I learn them so you can lead a more spiritual life, so you can lead a more creative life, a more productive life, a more financially free life, a more fulfilling life, just a more beautiful life. That's what I want to see in the world. A world full of love, full of non-judgment, full of creativity, full of non-blockage. You know, we have so much traumas. It really sucks to see, and it hurts me. And I just want to do my part in spreading love and like trying to break those dams down that block us and get in our ways. This was actually what my newsletter was about. It's in the description, by the way, today's newsletter. Go check that out. It was called "The Block is Often Further Back." Go check that out. But I just believe that if we were all able to identify what our physical, mental, spiritual blocks are, and I'm going to make more videos about these, so I don't want to go too deep into them right now. If we were able to identify them, find them, and break them, I'm telling you, that's when the flow comes. And that's exactly what I did. I felt like my spiritual blocks for the longest time were my insecurity and my I'm trying to think of like a fancy word, but it was just hard for me to be vulnerable with my family. And it was really because of my grandmother, the relationships I had with my grandmother and my dad. And I've had conversations with my dad a lot. And then I had the one, and I got there. And I had two conversations with my stepmom that really pushed me over the line. And we had one together that really like got me there. And then I just had this one final spiritual block, this one final like block of childhood trauma, this one dam that was standing in my way. And I was like, hey, mama, this is how what you did all those years ago made me feel. And this is how it's still affecting me now. And I don't want this anymore. And I'm going to let this go. And I did, and I let it go, and it was beautiful. And my grandmother, she accepted me, and she understood, and she told me that, you know, like, that's how it was for her. And I understood that. The thing is, like, I knew that. But there was also a part of me who was scared of, and who said, oh, no, I'm never going to have this conversation with mama. Why would I don't need this. I don't need this. He was a fool. I was a fool. Because let me tell you, I've never felt more free in my life. And I just want more people to feel like that. That's what I'm here doing. I'm just here trying to spread that love and that freedom that I have and that God wants us all to have. And so I I eventually got to a point where I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this. I was actually posting like a couple videos, like I posted like a few times over a few weeks. And then my dog Jake, the goat, yo, we started the Actualizationers, me and Jake's podcast, tap in. He was like, yo, man, like me and Jake, we became friends because he found me through YouTube and he was just commenting on all my stuff, showing hella love, hella support. That's why Jake's a real one. Pound that shit, Jake. Also pound that if you're not Jake. No one's left out here. But he was like, yo, Jay, like, you got to get on these daily uploads. Like, you got mad value to share. You got stories to tell. You got lessons to share. Like, come on, get on this. You could be working harder. I was like, bro, you're right. And I was already thinking about wanting to get tapped back in with it. I'm like, I'm about to lock in. I'm about to lock in. And you know what I did? I locked in. I did it. And it was hard. I didn't want to show up every day. You know, and it's not like I still want to show up every day. Like, I'm supposed to be. That's like a loose outline, but I said in yesterday's video, I'm going to be writing my newsletter every morning, and then the vid is kind of going to be based off of that. But honestly, if I don't want the vid to be based off of that, I don't want the vid to be based off of that. The vids honestly kind of need some kind of spontaneity for me. And so if I feel there's friction because it's too planned, then I'm just not going to give in. But I'm still going to create when that spontaneity hits. And when it will hit, I know it will hit for me, and I'm just going to act on it. Like I'm supposed to be technically in a call right now in my community in DRC. We have these like idea sessions that I host every day at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Kind of just come together, generate ideas, just talk about stuff, and it's dope. I'm supposed to be in there right now, but I kind of just like I got the idea for this video and I wrote about it, and I was just like, fuck it, I might just record this. So I'm here recording it. We have that spontaneity, and it's good. That's fine. So I got to work, showed up every day. And the thing is, like, I started getting so much love. Like, I got to like 150 subs or something. I was like, holy shit, bro. I might actually be able to get sales. So I made a school, and with my experience that I had from back in December, I was like, all right, I'm gonna just throw this together real quick. I already knew I could make the copy. I already knew I could make the presentation. I already knew I could just record the presentation real quick. Threw all that together. And the thing is, like, the last piece of the puzzle for me, I had the direction. I feel like I had like the calling. I had the momentum on YouTube. I had the consistency. I just had conviction that I could do the job. That genuinely is what it takes. Like, you really do have to believe that you can do what you're trying to sell. And even if you don't exactly like know, that's okay. You can't 100% know you can do something without doing it before. That's fine. But do you 100% believe that you are capable of learning and are going to do the job that you have like been paid for? Like, if you believe that with 100% conviction, you can sell your product, bro. And I have that conviction. Like, I 1,000,000% believe I can change lives. And the thing is, because I have had conversations where my words have changed lives. I've had conversations where my words have broken mental barriers, where my words have shifted beliefs, have turned limiting beliefs to empowering beliefs. I've had conversations where the things that I say and the way I can make people feel, the energy I can send them, the direction I can give them, shifts their vibrations and allows them to start moving differently in how they want to live. And I'm already doing that with both of my clients. Like, before, I was just doing that with friends, with conversations we would have when I would just get on calls with people. And now I'm doing that with clients in just the past week that we've been working together, barely. It's fucking crazy to see that we're already making progress. It's just like, the thing is, like, when I was on the phone earlier with my friend Jaya, whose ass I was on about being a YouTuber, I literally like kind of started coaching her in the call. I've kind of just always had that relationship with Jaya, but I was like, damn, I can just tell that I believe so much in the product that I sell and the thing that I'm doing and the work that I'm putting into the world, that it just exuberates out of me. And that since I believe in it and I'm so convicted, like, conviction is literally just how much you believe something. It's just your belief. So since I'm so convicted and it just runs through my body, like, I'm just saying this in everyday conversation with my friends. You know, I'm just trying to, like, Jai was like, oh, Jaden, like, you're really trying to get me to be a YouTuber, right? I'm like, huh? Like, I'm like, I mean, yeah, I guess, Jai, but honestly, I'm just trying to get everybody to be a YouTuber. Like, I think literally everybody should be a YouTuber. I think everybody has stories to share. Everybody has lessons to tell. Like, bro, we all have things we could be putting each other onto. And the thing is, like, we're all supposed to just be like the role of us as people is to just be here and to evolve and to expand and to continue on as the next generation. And we can continue doing that if we learn and we pass our lessons down, our stories down to the other people, like to others. When we pass our stories and our lessons down, others get to bypass our mistakes or get to spend less time making the mistakes we made, which means that we as a collective can grow faster, and that expands the consciousness faster. Like I am here to guide spiritual creators and purposeful entrepreneurs through self-actualization so we can grow the collective consciousness. Like, that is what we're about. That's what we're about. And so, like, if you want to make your first sale, like, if you want to be someone who is changing lives through coaching, you have to believe in yourself that you can change lives. You have to have a vision that people align with. You have to believe you can guide them towards that vision. And I believe I can do that, which is why I've gotten my first sales. So you need to have something. You need to have a problem, honestly. Like, I felt lost before. I felt blocked. Now I feel guided. Now I'm completely unblocked. Now I'm flowing. Now I'm creating consistently. That's what I help you do. Well, that's what I help Violet and Jeremy do. I'm helping them find direction. I'm helping them unblock their creativity. I'm helping them introspect. I'm helping them find their own value. I'm helping them create more. I'm helping them start these daily habits. I'm helping them share their messages and share their stories and just share their light and their love with the world. That's something you want to do, man. Like, click on that top link in the description right now, man. Like, come change your life with us. There's only one more spot for 17 bucks a month, bro. I want to see you there, because if you want to change your life, I want to help you change your life. Like, you don't have to walk this path alone. Let me help you. I walked this path alone, and it took me a year. It took me a year from knowing I was lost. I wanted to be a creator. I was unfulfilled, but I had a mission that I wanted to fulfill. I wanted to help people. I wanted to be financially independent doing what I love. It took me a year to finally make my first sale, to finally get some kind of consistency, to finally get some fruit of my labor. But I, like, with wholehearted conviction, I genuinely believe I can do that for you. 3 months. 3 months. So if my content's been resonating with you, if my story, if my lessons have been resonating with you, if my message has been resonating with you, you want to change your life today, hey, man, just go click on that top link in the description. It's 17 bucks a month. What do you have to lose? Just try it out. You can always cancel after the first month. No harm, no foul, man. Like, I won't feel bad about it, but I'm always going to over deliver. Let me tell you, I can probably get testimonials right now that Violet and Jeremy probably feel like their $17 has already been paid for in value. I could probably get testimonials right now. Yo, Violet and Jeremy, if you're watching this, drop comments in the description or in the comments. I'll pin them. I appreciate y'all. That one was the Violet and Jeremy exclusive. They're my clients. Sorry. Bro, y'all can, like, we can all be entrepreneurs. We don't have to be entrepreneurs anymore. But you can only be an entrepreneur if you have a product to sell. You have to have a product. So go make a product. Go make an ebook. Go make a community. Go literally just throw, like, a coaching offer together if you want. Literally just go check out what's in my coaching offer, copy that, and just set up a Stripe link in your description so people can just send you money. And now you're an entrepreneur. Now you have a product you're selling. Just start promoting it. Just start talking about it. Traffic, product. You tell people about tell people about your product. You get enough traffic to your product, you're gonna get your money eventually. Trust. This is how it works. This is how business works. There's only 2 levers: traffic, product. Put them together, do it enough times, you make money. When you solve people's problems and they're valuable enough, they're going to pay you for them. If people connect with you, they connect with your story, they connect with your message, you just have to be authentic, ruthlessly authentic too. You can't hold yourself back. You can't hold anything back. You just got to be 100% aligned in your authenticity. You just got to walk in that. You walk in that, you make a product based on that, you make a product based on the things you've learned, and you try to guide people based on that. Trust me, man, with 1-3 months of consistency, you can get your first sale. I believe in you, bro. Genuinely. I believe in you. My name is Jaden. I'm here guiding a community of spiritual creators, purposeful entrepreneurs, people who want to build and just spread love and education in the world. People who want to reach financial independence doing what we love. If that's something you want to be a part of, I'd appreciate if you dropped a sub, join our community, drop a like, spread this message to more people. Hey, if you want to change your life today, go click on that top link in the description. I'll see you there. Thumbs out.